welcome back to metalk-tv. It's Rena. I'm so happy that you are joining me on today. Today we have a sad story about a young lady who her mom says she was lured to a home and ended up getting her life taken because she went to this home. Now, we're going to get into the story, but I want to send condolences out to this young lady that was 25. Okay, as I was saying, I would love to send out prayers to the family of this young lady. So, I just really don't understand the story and what really took place, but God knows what happened. We're going to get into this story, though. I want you all to watch, and I will be back to elaborate a little bit on it.
It's to go away. I won't stop until there's another charge and justice for my child.
Friends of 25-year-old Tyra Cosby.
She wouldn't want us to be sad out here. She was the light of every situation. You know what I'm saying? Your head down, she gonna make sure you lift it up. You know, she prayed every day.
Her daughter was lured by the suspect's husband.
She was invited there. She did not just pop up there.
During Sunday night's vigil,
Sander has bonded out of jail. She's scheduled to be back in court.
Okay, I would like to say this because the mom said that the daughter was lured there. I would like to say this and I'm not being mean in any way, shape, form, or fashion. If you're lured, that means somebody kind of got into your head and lured you there. But lured means they enticed you to come. Now, if you're invited to come, that means you're like they're inviting you to come to their home. Now, like I said, only God knows the situation at hand. He knows what happened, what took place, and all of this stuff. Now, I will say this: if the man was the one that, which they said was, invited this young lady over, he should not be off the hook because this was all centered around what he did. He invited her, he lured, whatever he did, it was something that he did. So, I mean, it's a real sad story that this young lady ended up like this. But us as parents, we have to talk to our young adult women and men. Because I do have 3 daughters, and I make sure that they don't have any secrets from me. There's nothing to hide from their own mama. So my thing is, and my take is like, sit down, talk to your young women. There's no reason a young woman in her 20s should be out with a man in his 50s or 60s or 70s. It's no way they should be like that at all. I do not condone being with a man that's your father's age. That is just absolutely not good at all. Okay, so not trying to bring the family down and like that because I've seen this before. But do you see what happens in these situations? Young adult women don't really understand or have the knowledge to know how to discern. They believe an older man. They're going to believe him, okay? So that's one of the reasons why we as parents, as women and men, y'all need to sit down and talk to y'all young adult children. Because they're still learning. They're still learning the ways of life. They really haven't reached that point to where they can really understand a lot of things. So therefore, we have to be the stand-up parents and talk to them and be like, listen, do not get yourself involved in relationships that are way older than you because it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. And if there are any that has worked, you can put it down in the comment section. Let me know how that went. Because she, as the mom and everyone's saying, did not know that this man was married. But being his age, I'm pretty sure he had children her age as well. And why would you want to send a child over to your home knowing that you have a wife? I will elaborate more at the end, so please stay to the end of this video.
Morning, that 911 call came in just before 5:30 a.m. Now, the person of interest and her husband were taken to police headquarters to be interviewed. A next-door neighbor told me gun violence has become a big issue in this area over the past few years. That neighbor, Jeanette Jones, says her own home has been shot up twice now since she's moved here.
Now, here's everybody. We got drive-by shooting. You hear it all the time. And you hear it back here in that warehouse back there. Racing cars in the parking lot.
Now, no charges have been filed, but CMPD tells me if any charges are filed, that will come from
Molly, she wanted us to know that her daughter, Tyra Crosby, was not an intruder in Alexander's home and was actually invited inside by Alexander's husband. And that's why she believes the charges deserve to be upgraded to first-degree murder. That's why she wanted to make sure her daughter's story was shared tonight. It's all new at 11.
So I'm here, simply here, begging and pleading for justice for my child.
Thursday night, Tanya Hoskins wanted to make sure that her daughter, Tyra Crosby, was not forgotten and that her full story was shared.
She was our angel, our flower, murdered unnecessarily, lured to a home, and brutally beaten and murdered.
According to CMPD, Stephanie Alexander returned home to her house on Porter Street in Northwest Charlotte early Tuesday morning and found Crosby inside before shooting her. Crosby's mother says that Tyra was invited into that home by Alexander's husband and that her daughter did not know he was married or that he and his wife owned that home.
She was invited there. She did not just pop up there. She was not an intruder. She was invited there.
She also says that Crosby called her in her final hour and left a voicemail in which you can hear Alexander. According to Hoskins, it was a prolonged beating, and she's hopeful that this new evidence will elevate the charges against Alexander.
Because right now she's charged with the lowest form of murder. I want it up to first-degree murder.
Alexander was charged with voluntary manslaughter and booked into the Mecklenburg County Jail on Tuesday. Hours later, she was out on bond.
She brought my daughter at 5 a.m. and she was out at 8 p.m. So that means that human life means nothing anymore.
For now, Hoskins says she'll wait for CMPD to investigate, but she won't let anyone forget.
I don't want the investigators to go away. I won't stop until there's another.
And I want to say this as well. If you are not happy in your marriage, let it go. What's the point of cheating on your spouse? Let it go. Move on, because you're doing nothing but causing pain, agony, all of this stuff, and messing with people's emotions when you go out and do things behind their back. And the fact that he had this woman to come to his house, this young woman to come to his house, I'm pretty sure knowing that his wife was on her way to return home. And sometimes your mental state is not right when someone cheats on you. You don't know how you're going to respond, how you're going to act, what's going to happen. All you know is that you're upset and you're mad because someone else is in your home. And I like to say this as well. Don't charge after someone that's innocent. You really shouldn't charge after anyone to hurt anyone at all. But my thing is that talk to the person that started the mess. Talk to them. Easier said than done. Because, like I said, when you get yourself in situations, when you're in a situation like this, you really don't know how you're going to react. And there's a lot of people that say, I would have done different, but you really don't know how you would have reacted if you've never been in a situation like this where your spouse is cheating and they have someone in your home. That is absolute disrespect, and it's really sad that a spouse would have somebody to come to your own home and do that, and then look at the trouble it's caused, when he could have just been like upfront with his wife, told her how he feels, and cut it off. Just been like, I'm through, I don't want to be with you anymore. And still leave young people alone. Let them live their lives, because you have lived your life. Now let the young people live their lives and move on and enjoy their lives, because 50, 60, 70, you don't need to be with a 20-year-old. It's not good, and it's not fair to them, because they're just starting life. I just want to leave y'all with that on today. I love you guys, and please, please pray for this family. Pray for everybody that was involved, okay? I'll see you all next time on Me Talk TV. Be blessed.